If you want to be like the penguin and go on your own path in life, try the upper-lower push-pull legs hybrid split. You want to get jacked this year and just go for it. Take 5 days out of your week to hit the split and you'll not only get stronger, but also mentally more able to take on your week. So the idea for this split is very simple. So this upper day gives you balanced exposure early in the week, while the push and pull lets you specialize and you still have 2 leg days. One that's a quad focused and one that's a hip hinge focused day. And so that means you're training all your muscles twice a week, pushing close to failure in working sets and prioritizing performance when the fatigue is the lowest. And you want to do low volume but high intensity on each day. Let's first talk about the upper day. So this is about quality without any big junk volume. So you want to do our big movements first and isolations afterwards. So for me right now, I'm doing a lat focused upper body day. So that means we're first going to do any sort of lat movement, 2 sets of 6 to 8 reps, go heavy on this and train with intensity. Then we're going to do our push movement, 2 sets of 6 to 8 reps, any sort of bench or machine press. It's going to be a pretty heavy lift for you. Then we're going to do any sort of rowing movement, 2 sets of 8 to 10 reps on this one, so we have a focus on the mid-back. And now we're going to have a fly movement, 2 sets of 6 to 8 reps, so we want to have a good stretch, and we don't want to ego lift on this, we don't want to hurt our shoulders. And then we're going to have a second lat movement, 2 sets of 8 to 10 reps, so we could, if you do the vertical pulling movement first, you want to do a horizontal one now, and vice versa. And then we're going to do a preacher curl, 1 set of 8 to 10 reps. We want to go to pretty much to failure on that. Any sort of tricep extension, 1 set of 8 to 10 reps, go to failure. A hammer curl, 1 set of 8 to 10 reps, also to failure. And then 2 sets of 8 to 10 reps of lateral raises. We want to control it and we don't want to swing on any of those. Now for a pushing day, so this is focusing on chest, shoulders, and triceps. So this is our specialized day. So where we have a bit higher volume, but we want to keep the intensity very high still. First, we're going to have a primary push, 2 sets of 6 to 8 reps. We want to do a heavy compound and really progress on this by adding weights or reps or improving the form every week. Our second exercise is going to be 2 sets of 6 to 8 reps on an overhead press. So this is where your front delt and your side delts are really getting worked on this one. You could do dumbbells or barbell on that. Then we're going to do 2 sets of 6 to 8 reps on a fly. So this is where we want to stretch and we really want to get some good hypertrophy for our chest on that. Then we're going to do a tricep extension, 2 sets of 8 to 10 reps. We're going to lock in our elbow and really make sure it's a stable exercise and progress hard on it, go to failure on these ones. And then 2 sets of 8 to 10 reps of lateral raises. So we want to grow our delts here. That's what we mostly do on push days as well. And now for our pull day, where we do back and biceps, we can do a lat pull down first, any sort of lat movement, 2 sets of 6 to 8 reps for your vertical pull. Then we're going to do a row, 2 sets of 8 to 10 reps. So this is for our mid back and to grow the thickness of the back. And then we're going to do a shrug, 2 sets of 8 to 10 reps, build up the traps and build up the mid back a bit more. And then we're going to do any sort of curling movement, could be a preacher, could be a bicep curl. This time 2 sets of 8 to 10 reps. And then any sort of hammer curl, 2 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Now for our leg days, this is going to be your quad focus day. So first we're going to do a quad focus compound, any sort of squat or a leg press, 2 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Really make sure you want a progressive overload on this and add weights, reps every week. Then we're going to do a hamstring curl, 2 sets of 8 to 10 reps. A leg extension, 2 sets of 8 to 10 reps, go to failure on these ones. An abduction, adduction, 1 set of 8 to 10 reps each. Calves, 2 sets of 8 to 10 reps. And abs, 2 sets of 8 to 10 reps. For our second leg day, this is going to be our hip hinge focus. So we're going to want to do first a deadlift or a back extension, 2 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Want to control it and make sure you want a progressive overload on this. Then we're going to do a hamstring curl, 2 sets of 8 to 10 reps. A leg extension, 2 sets of 8 to 10 reps. An abduction, adduction, 1 set of 8 to 10 reps. Calves, 2 sets of 8 to 10 reps. And abs, 2 sets of 8 to 10 reps. And so most of these working sets that you should have 0 to 1 reps in reserve. So you should be going to failure on this. And make sure you progressive overload on all of your compound lifts. Make sure your isolations are controlled. And watch out for your recovery. Make sure you sleep well. you eat well, since now we're going into a 5-day per week split and we only have 2 days of rest, so you really want to make sure that you program it well. So for this, I program it usually upper lower rest, push pull legs rest, repeat. And so this upper lower push pull legs hybrid split gives you really good structure, flexibility, and enough volume to grow without being in the gym 6 to 7 days in a week. So you want to train hard and recover very well, and then the split will help you get to your fitness goals. Thank you guys. Subscribe for more of this type of content.